Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I mean, this are really very fast. Before we know what it's going on, it's going to be inauguration, and I am sure that a lot of people are looking forward to it. Some are not looking forward to it. Why I am looking forward to it is because, I just want to see how the administration or the government what they have in stock for people. But I am not sure there is much that they have in stock for people because Bishop Thomas Bishop right here on this video is in kind of venting that the incoming government does not care about the citizen. What more can I say? Because I have been saying the policies flying around and the things he has said he will do and the things he has said he will not do. But I think I am just going to pipe low and see how the administration takes off. The reality is that majority of you all came out and said it is this person that we are going to hand over our life to, and you all are absolutely going to stick with it no matter what comes out, because even the ones that did not vote are also going to be part of the people experiencing the BS that will come with this government, because you all already can see how. But one thing I know for sure that I am going to say is that everybody really got to buckle up and double the hustle. Let's get into this video.
Trump does not give a fuck about this country. I hope he fails at every single solitary thing he tries to do to this country in the next 4 years. I hope he fucking fails as a president. And it's not really a high bar for him to do so. Now, beyond all the things that I've ever said about that orange bastard over the past 4 fucking years, this petty shit takes the goddamn cake. When a president or a former president dies, the sitting president orders flags flown at half-mast. Republican presidents have done it for Democratic former presidents. Democratic presidents have done it for Republican former presidents. It has always happened. It is part of the peaceful transfer of power and putting partisanship aside for the good of the country. It has always happened. Most famously, when Richard Nixon was getting ready for his second inauguration, former President Harry Truman passed away. Nixon ordered all flags to be flown at half-mast or half-staff for 30 days. A time of mourning in the nation. Harry Truman was a Democratic president. Richard Nixon was a Republican. And yet he understood that to honor the faithful service of a president means that you fly the flags at half-mast or half-staff for 30 days. And has been the rule ever since, except for Donald Trump. You see, Donald Trump bitch moaned and pitched a fucking fit so goddamn much on Truth Social that this is about to happen. First off, the state of Texas will have their flags flown at full staff, thanks to Governor Greg Abbott. And every time Greg Abbott does anything involving the state of Texas, I keep asking myself over and over, why are we buying Greenland, Panama, and Canada? Why can't we sell Texas to Mexico again? Every time. That man is a national goddamn embarrassment. Every fucking time he does something, I think, can't we sell the entire state of Texas to Mexico to pay off some of our national goddamn debt? But if that wasn't bad enough, Mike Johnson, the sitting Speaker of the House, stated 2 days ago that the flags will be flown at full mast for Donald Trump's inauguration. And then we'll go back to half-staff the next day. In that regard, the day Donald Trump kicks the fucking bucket, I probably will wear a red, white, and blue thong. I hope they fly the flags at full staff. the day he dies and at his state funeral. That man is not good for this country. He disrespects it on a nearly constant fucking basis, and his cult cannot wait to lap it up. There are many, many fucking reasons I don't like that man, but that one right there genuinely pissed me the fuck off. Genuinely. This is my fucking problem with new people to politics. Decorum used to matter. Couth used to matter. Believing in the idea of putting partisanship aside for the good of the nation used to fucking matter. And then that petulant 79-year-old child was elected for the second fucking time. I don't give a fuck if you bitch, moan, and complain. Oh, wah, I should have the flags flown at full staff. Bitch, it's bigger than you. The office of the President of the United States, whether you agree with the person sitting in it or not, the office itself should be respected. But not with Donald Trump. No, sirree, Bob. Not with Donald Trump. When Reagan died, the flags were flown at half-staff. When George Herbert Walker Bush died, the flags were flown at half-staff. Every president that has passed on, the sitting president orders the flags to be flown at half-staff. And the nation, before it became MAGA fucking nuts, used to respect that. But then we elected a goddamn 6'4", over 215-pound man baby who cries every goddamn time he doesn't get his way. I wish somebody would have put a binky in his mouth and told him to shut the fuck up by taking his phone away. And the fact that Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the goddamn House, thinks this is perfectly fucking okay to give in to the capitulations of a fucking whiny brat pisses me off. So I don't want to hear shit about how much you fuckers love this goddamn country. I don't. If you perform there, fuck you. Not because you're performing for, not just because you're performing for Trump, but you're performing for fucking Trump as the flags of the United States on the United States Capitol are flown at full mast because his petulant ass decided to cry like a bitch. I'm looking at you, Carrie Underwood. This shit bothers me on a level I will never be able to understand. Fuck the fucking political decorum. This fucking guy is fucking up the DNA of how we used to do shit. You want to stay in partisan politics? Fine. When that motherfucker kicks the bucket, bitch, I'm flying my flag at full staff. I can guarantee you I am. I'll go out and buy one of them big ass ones. Just so I can put it on the front of my house at full staff. Let it fly fucking free. You're not going to put it at half staff because we lost the president? Fuck him. Fuck him. He don't give a fuck about the good of the country. So why the fuck should I give a fuck about him? I hope his administration fails at everything. Every single solitary thing. Everything he tries to do, I hope he fails at it. And I hope his MAGA cult are hurt the most because of it. I do. Y'all asked for this. Y'all propped that whiny bitch ass baby up. Called him strong, patriotic. No, he's not. Because a patriot would keep the fucking flags flown at half staff because we just lost a former president of the United States. Something that every goddamn president has done since George goddamn Washington. But not this bitch. Not this orange bitch. He's a whiny, petulant child, and if you support him, all you're doing is wiping baby up for his bottle. You know, Dio, you have a smugness about you that I absolutely cannot stand. Your profile picture, your videos, your constant need to be in the business of black folks. You have a smugness that I cannot stand. Like, it gives me indigestion every single time you say something. Every time you tag me in one of those videos where you found a black person that speaks in conservatism bullshit, it literally makes me physically ill. This is a week for truth, y'all. It's a week for truth. So let me help you understand something, Dale. You are whiter than mayonnaise. What the fuck do you know about it? You know, you could have had a conversation with me. I mean, you do follow me after all, so try to figure that one out. You could have had a conversation at any time, Dale, but you never have. Not one single time. What you have done is try to be, what's the word I'm looking for? That's right. The black whisperer, the Negro expert, a person who has never lived, never walked a day in a black man's shoes, but you can come and try to tell me and any other black person that will watch this exactly what we should be doing. Understand something, Dale, and I mean this with everything in me. I was learning about America and my place in it as a black man before your mother and father decided to have you. I'm possibly could be about 30 to 35 years older than you. At least. Your life experiences aren't even anywhere near what mine is. It isn't. And you throw out these little catchphrases, but you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What is your problem with Al Sharpton? Has he done something to you personally? No, he hasn't. He has not. I can say I disagree with Al Sharpton because I have lived through 90% of the shit you have heard about. So my opinion about Al Sharpton and your opinion about Al Sharpton are based on two totally different things. Mine is how I feel about him since I've grown up. Yours is some shit somebody sitting next to somebody, sitting next to somebody, sitting next to a person who was having a coffee in a diner told you. And that right there is exactly why your smugness makes me physically ill. You see, Dale, you don't know everything. In fact, Dale, I will go so far as to say you don't know anything. You will parrot off content of character, not color of skin, but you will not say one other speech by Malcolm X or Martin Luther King while you're trying to tell black folks about it, as if you, with your limited experience in life, know anything about either of them. And the funny part about it is, Dale, you could learn. You could. You absolutely 100% could learn, because I've seen some of your videos. You seem like an intelligent person, but your arrogance is what throws everyone off completely. Here you are talking about a man whose heyday was long before you even thought about it. I want you to take a good look at that. Take a good look at this. One man you've only heard about and never read about. Never. You know one part of one speech that your mom and dad taught you. And the other one, you have had no experience with. None. What is the name of the organization that Al Sharpton started in New York City? Why did he do it? That's my problem, Dale. That's my problem. You think you're an expert and you're not. And here's what's tragic about that, Dale, on top of everything else. You know the most tragic aspect of this? You don't even know that you don't know anything. You don't. You think Joe Rogan is somebody that you should actually listen to for political advice. You think Jordan Peterson is a scholar. You think Ben Shapiro has the pulse of journalism. You don't know half the shit that you're talking about, Dale. And no, Dale, I don't have to worry about whether or not you even watch or follow any of those goddamn people. You seem the type. Hit dogs hollering and all that. Every single time you tag me, it's always some black person who's new to this and not true to this. That's a hip hop phrase, Dale. You wouldn't know anything about that either. And seeing as how, unless something changes in 4 days, this thing is gone, it's a time for truth. It is a time for truth. The truth of the matter is this, Dale, and nobody will tell you this. No one. But they should. You don't know half the shit that you were talking about. Now, here is where the redemption part of this comes in, Dale. And I want you to listen very closely. You can learn. Knowledge is out there, Dale. You can pick up a copy of Letters from a Birmingham Jail. You can pick up a copy of the autobiography of Malcolm X. You can listen to the Ballad of the Bullet. You can find some of the interviews that Martin Luther King did later on in his life, where he talked about how the government was willing to undergird its immigrant class with millions of acres of land out west, but they told black folks to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. You can learn, Dale. The question now becomes, will you? Will you take this opportunity to finally learn some of the shit that you keep spouting off about? From people who don't look like you, in times you've never been in, about things you know nothing about. Will you take that opportunity to finally stop listening to these TikTok black folk conservative motherfuckers and actually do some research into the shit that you believe in? You would be surprised to find out that Malcolm X and the Nation of Islam are more conservative than you give them credit for. But they are also about black liberation. Now, that is the challenge, isn't it? Will you learn, or will you continue to act like you know everything? Because I think what's going to be the biggest downfall to you learning anything, Dale, is this. You think you know everything. You have a chip on your shoulder the size of Rhode Island that should be knocked off. Rather than tagging me in all those videos, why don't I start tagging you in some? How would you like it if I started tagging you in some of those videos? If you stick the knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6, that's not progress. If you pull it all the way out, that's still not progress. Progress is talking about why the knife was there and healing the wound that it made. You know who said that? Malcolm X. How would you like it if I started tagging you some of those videos? You don't know a goddamn thing about Al Sharpton, good, bad, or indifferent, Dale. So why you bring him up? Why'd you bring him up? Who told you that Al Sharpton was a bad person? You ever talk to him? You ever go back and do any research on him? Ever look at his website? Ever had a conversation? Ever listen to the man talk? No. Unlike Al Sharpton, as if you would know what the hell you're talking about, Dale. You have a chance to grow up, Dale. The question becomes, will you take it? Only time will tell, huh? Only time will tell.
This is all I got from this video. And the truth is that I don't, they go around, white people are there. They go around tagging tagging black people on when they see conservatives videos, there are also black people that are very conservatives and they do videos. There are so many of them. Jeff Mead is not. So what they do right now is they go around tagging black people on videos, because this is also one of the reasons why I keep saying that when you are conservatives and all you do is to go around and try to elevate other community and leave your own community behind, this is also part of the reason, because he is learning from them. Because what do you expect when a black man is telling you that there was nothing like slavery, or slavery benefited slaves, all that kind of stories, or it was Africans that sold black people away for, like, what do you think that they will believe? They will absolutely want to stick to them and listen to the bullshit or the BS they are saying, and then come back to use it on other people against. See, I keep saying this, no matter, I mean, it's only a mad person or somebody that is like, mentally deranged that would or will, like, wake up to, like, push his own community in the mud and elevate other community. But then it is happening, it's all over. I have no reason why they do it, but I really do hope that they have their wake up call, because they are becoming unbearable, right? So I mean, days are so fast. Before you know what it's going on, it's already 20 something. Inauguration is almost here, and I really don't know what is going to happen. But then I really cannot wait for this. I mean, like the administration or the government to get into power. So, because it's more like so much anticipation, so many things running through everybody's mind, and people are also like, fidgeting, and people do not know what they are expecting. The only ones that know what they are expecting are the ones that voted for him, and they will be deported, and they've been running away from ICE. These these ones are the ones that absolutely know what they will expect, because he said it. When he said it, he meant what he said. But one thing I know for sure is that I feel like it's not going to be an easy period, and everybody really do have to be on his or her A games, whatever you are doing, you have to double the hustle, because it is really going to be real. I think this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.